Ready and go.
Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm going to show you a report on the Olympic bobsled about Vancouver 2010. Here's a picture of a red sled speeding down a track, and this is a picture of Team Canada. Team Canada is racing in the bobsled race. The USA team is getting ready to start the race. The cartoon bobsled racers are riding on the track. This is how the Whistler track looks in the daytime. The France team is getting ready to start the race. Here's a close-up of the England bobsled team. Okay, so you can see it. And then the sled here is a blue. That just shows you how fast it's going, quite fast. This is how the track looks like in the nighttime. Time to go for some more to do. Here is some more. The rules of bobsled racing. Teams raced on the track 4 times and add up the times for the races. Team with the fastest time total wins. The sport of bobsled racing began in the 19th century when the Swiss put steering on toboggans. There are 2-man and 4-man bobsled events. There is a pilot who steers, a brakeman who sits at the back and slows it down at curves, and in a 4-man event, there are 2 pushers. There are maximum and minimum weights for the sleds and crews. The Whistler track, as you can see right there, is the fastest track ever used. It is used for luge, skeleton, and bobsled at the Vancouver events. It's twitchy. Okay, my athlete right there, her name is Michelle Rzepka. She is Mrs. Gilson's niece. Mrs. Gilson is someone who works at Hawkins. Michelle Rzepka is from Novi, Michigan, and went to high school in Nova. She graduated from Michigan State University with a degree in kinesiology. Her birthday is August 4th. She was born in 1983. She began the sport of bobsled in 2007. History of the Olympics. The first Olympics were held to honor Zeus. Only Greek men could participate. The events were running, chariot racing, javelin throws, and discus throws. They started around 776 BC. They were like this for about 120 years. And 1,200 years, that's a lot. Then they were banned because they were offending Christians. The Olympics started again in Greece in 1896 with only a few nations and a small number of games. They worked with the International Olympic Committee to hold games all over the world in all of the major cities. There are 28 recognized sports in both summer and winter Olympics. There are 77 nations competing in Vancouver in 2010. Olympic torch. First, let's point to the pictures. This is a torch barrier, okay? And this is a map of how far and wherever the torch goes. This up here is the highest it went. That was by airplane, and that's the highest that mankind lives, except that's for normal people, except for people like Santa Claus. Okay? So, the Olympic torch is moving, like on here, on a certain path to Vancouver. It started on October 30th in Victoria, British Columbia, on Halloween. 12,000 people are Olympic torch bearers, just like that woman right there, relay. The 2010 relay is the longest in history to be contained within the host country. Meaning of 5 rings. This is the 5-ring symbol, and here's some more, and there should be one in the middle on the back and the 2 tiny ones on the side, but yeah. There are 5 rings in the Olympic symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Red, green, yellow, blue, and black are the 5 colors of the rings. They are interlocked or like hooped together like that to show unity among the nations competing. The 5 rings stand for the 5 continents: Europe, Africa, Australia, America, and Asia. The white background, or the part that is white on here, stands for peace during the games. All the nations have at least one of the 6 colors, 5 rings, and white background in their flag. As an example, red, white, and blue, or red and white for Canada. Okay? Okay, now we need to travel up north to Vancouver. We finally made it. Canada's population in 2009 was 33.7 million people. The population of the United States of America was 304.1 million people in 2008. It is the country with the second most land. There are 10 Canadian provinces such as British Columbia. Vancouver is in British Columbia. Vancouver was settled in the 1860s. It is the largest city in British Columbia and the 3rd largest in the country. The city is named after Captain Vancouver. In 2007, it was ranked as the 10th cleanest city in the world. People who live in Vancouver are called Vancouverites. It's a fun word. Vancouver is probably the only place where it is possible to ski, play golf, and go sailing all in the same day. Gaston steam clock. Here are 2 pictures of it steaming. It is the world's first clock powered by steam. The steam comes from underground pipes. The clock whistles every 15 minutes. And here's a picture of the Dr. Yat-sen Classical Chinese Garden. It's a hard name to pronounce. The garden is beautiful to visit year-round. It is near Chinatown. The walkways are covered to protect you from bad weather. They have concerts or close to bands for special events.